Hey everyone, Chris Hall here from Basher Films in Pasadena, California, welcoming you to another episode of Anatomy of a Grade. In this episode, we're going to take a look at a short online commercial done for DisneyLiving.com, directed by Sebastian Davis and shot by DPJ Visit. This short online Halloween promo is actually meant to spoof the 2002 horror film The Ring, done by director Gore Verbinski. This is some of the raw red footage we've got from the commercial here. You can see everything's very warm with a hint of green to it. What we want to do is give this a very stylized blue-green cyan look. And here's the final footage that we're going to wipe to right now. You can see everything is a lot more contrasty with these vivid blues and greens. Definitely not a realistic look, but one that's very stylized and can only be achieved out of camera in post-production. Let's take a look at this close-up from the film, and I'll show you exactly how we got from here to here in the final piece. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this medium close-up of our actor, and this is the final corrected image, but here's what it came in looking like. This is the raw, uncorrected 12-bit red footage, and as you can see, this image is fairly neutral, and we need to radically alter the look of this. So the first thing I'm going to do here is a primary color correction. I'm going to do a bunch of things right in a row. I'm going to change the color temperature of the raw data, and lower that so that my image turns more blue. I'm going to up the tint of the image so that I can add more green into the image. And then I'm going to do some standard primary color correction, lower the blacks, raise the whites, and move everything much more blue-green. And I end up with an image that looks something like this. Now you may be asking yourself, wow, look at his skin. And that's exactly where we're going to head to in the next step. We're going to isolate his skin tone and bring that closer to neutral. I really like the way my background is turned out, but I don't like the way his skin tone has been rendered. So to isolate the skin tone here, what we have to do is pull a key off of the skin tone on his face. So when I pull that key, it looks a little bit like this. Now, not only have I pulled the key, but again, I've added a vignette that you can see in yellow on the actor as well. So what I'm going to do to render the skin tone neutral is add a lot more red into the midtones and highlights, and then just slightly pull back on my saturation so that I get something that looks like it actually might have been shot on set like this. We have a skin tone that's still blue-green, but much more neutral than before. Alright, the last step in our process, now that we've got our actor's skin tone in the proper range, is to just darken the image a little bit more outside the actor to give this a little bit more scary, menacing kind of feel to it. To do that, I'm going to put a vignette around our actor's face, and here's what that vignette looks like. And I'll show it to you in black and white so it's a little bit better. You can see the center of the frame here is left untouched, and the outside portion of the vignette has been darkened. And this is what the final image looks like. Here's before, after, before, after. You can see by darkening the frame a bit more, we've given this a much more menacing feel. So here's the final shot of the film played back in real time. Again, here's the original red raw. And now we'll wipe to the final color corrected image. So that's it for this episode of Anatomy of a Grade. Please check out the DisneyLiving.com YouTube channel for all 3 Halloween commercials that spoof The Ring, The Shining, and The Sixth Sense. There's some great commercials to look at, and I hope you can check them all out. They're really well done. Special thanks to director Sebastian Davis and DPJ Visit for letting us use this footage, and we hope to see you next time on Anatomy of a Grade.